Yo, what is up, guys? It is Sebastian Castillo here with another video. And today I want to talk about something while I'm still kind of in that state of emotion where neither praise nor criticism should ever sway you. And what I mean by this. So, I just got off a remote meeting with my sales team, and recently I've closed a couple of deals and they were praising me, right? The managers, the owners of the offer were super happy with how I've been doing. They asked me, so what kind of shifts have you made recently to keep leveling up like this? And so I shared a little bit with them, right? And they were saying, great job, we're super happy that things are working out in this way. And in fact, behind closed doors, I've even been offered now to, like, if I maintain this performance and I keep doing well, that they will take a look at my commission structure and bump things up for me. So that's great, right? And in the moment, it did feel good to have those efforts recognized and just finally have not just people, um, not just not just anyone saying good job to me, but these are established people. These are people who are business veterans who are telling me that, wow, this is great. They're happy to have me on their team. And so I have to admit, that definitely kind of makes me feel good about what I've been doing and everything. But the point of this video is that nothing is really that different, actually. I've simply stuck to a set of principles that have allowed me to get to this point, excuse me, in sales and whatnot. And what I mean by that is, I know it's a little bit here and there with this video, is that I went in to this position about a month, maybe 2 months ago. And from the get-go, I was showing up on time to every single training that was offered as part of the organization. I was listening back to my calls. I was doing role plays. I was making modifications to my script, right? I was doing pretty much everything you can in order to sharpen your skills and get better at this particular thing, which is sales, right? But this can apply to pretty much anything. It could be copywriting. It could be playing an instrument. It can be a language, whatever. But I took that set of core principles about just being consistent, showing up on time, participating, and seeking to do things 1% better every single day, where now it's finally paying off. However, as many of you know who have been watching my channel for a long time, I have had a very, very tough time in the last 2 years or so, just getting on solid ground. And now things are kind of finally looking up, right? But the main message of this video here is to just stick to it. Even though things don't seem to be going the way that you expect them to be. You're not getting exactly the kinds of results that you want to be. This is one of the reasons. I'm not a millionaire yet, obviously. I'm not living a super lavish lifestyle or anything. I don't have a big company, anything like that just yet. But I would say that one of the main reasons why so many people never actually become successful in the realm that they want to be is simply because they just don't stick it out. Because at some point, through all the crap that they have to deal with, they think, this just isn't worth it. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to go do something else. And that is okay. But just recognize that no matter what avenue you choose, you're going to have to deal with some kind of BS. What I will say is that you have to try a couple of different things to figure out which of those avenues would work best for you. Because not everyone is a sales guy. I never even thought of myself as a sales guy, but I'm doing well. And if it's working, then you should double down on it, right? Don't let your ego get in the way of it. Don't think that, oh, well, yeah, I lucked out a couple of times here, but, I'm still I'm not going to give it 100%. No, you should definitely double down when something is bearing fruit like this, right? So now I'm even more motivated to do more role plays, to listen to more sales calls and review them, to read a couple more books, to just immerse myself and get as good as I possibly can so that I can continue, firstly, performing well in the position I'm in. And then secondly, getting the word out that I know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to sales, and that I'll be setting up myself up for success inevitably at some point where I move on to a different offer or I establish my own. So let that be a word of advice to you guys. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish here. If people are criticizing you and saying that you're never going to make it, you're never going to amount to whatever it is, then don't listen to them. Stick to it. And on the other hand, don't let praise go to your head. I could easily just kind of lie back right now after that meeting and think to myself, okay, great, I've made it. I don't need to make an effort anymore. I'm just going to coast. And then guess what? I would probably end up bombing my next couple of calls, and then I'd be letting people down, right? So it goes back to the principle of getting 1% better every single day. No one's expecting you to make a quantum leap every single time you jump in the fray or you do a job or whatever it is. But you should try to be tweaking at least one thing every single time. Specifically, when it comes to sales, it's been, for me, injecting more emotion into the calls, not being afraid to go deep and really explore their pain and what it is that the other person is dealing with so that we can really get everything out on a list, lay all the cards out on the table and just understand how we can best help them solve all of these problems. But anyways, guys, I'm not going to make this super long. And so keep that in mind. Don't quit. Be flexible. Maybe choose a different avenue if things really aren't working out for you, right? If you're doing sales and you're in it for 6 months and you haven't really closed that many deals or really haven't been able to land any kinds of decent jobs yet, then maybe you should consider pivoting into something else. But if you do this often enough, you probably will find, actually guaranteed, you will find an avenue that suits you, your personality, your skill set, your aptitudes, and then double down on it. Okay? So again, not the sales guru here or anything like that, but I just wanted to share that with you guys and give you some motivation, give you some hope, and take that into consideration. Okay? So talk to you next time, guys. Peace.